He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. It's complete to the left. Slips one guy. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkick. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
They're going to ride this running back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Working its way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Jackson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husky.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms. whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the running.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Back to pass, it's Rodgers. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Freeman. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just... How about the open? Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Tackled immediately after the catch. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Cougars!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires left. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Washington State will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Line gets set, 1st down. Makes the catch, it's Williams. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium. and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one. Team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
The give to the tailback. Shakes off the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down, trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Coming after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
What the fuck has he ever?
Productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play. Make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Ooh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Got it in the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Washington State.
Washington State looking to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. Stopped after making the catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Washington wants to go quickly. The give on the inside. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
Just steamrolling his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, bringing them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll bring it back. It's Jackson. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you, and attack them.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running game.
To the air, it's Rodgers. Unloads it left. It's caught. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space, it's Coleman. And the Huskies brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for the offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Washington! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Going up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington State. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Washington State, 28. Washington.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice-looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Rodgers. And here's the third interception of the night. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming to the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Huskies are on the move. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Washington right back to the line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught on the outside, it's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Latu. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts.
He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they'll spike the ball and try to save as much time as they can. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll leave it with him. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put
Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the San Jose State Spartans offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open